from Ellymentry Papercrafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. Before I start, some of you might watching have already spoken to me this morning and know that I woke up with a migraine this morning and I sort of haven't really been brilliant. So, sorry. I'm, having a go today. I got sort of something half prepared last night, so we're just going to have to wing it and see how it goes today. All right, hope you don't mind. It looks like I'm a bit on the skew here, so I'm just going to very gently try and move my iPad a bit to see if I can straighten it up. I might probably make it worse. In fact, I think I did. Let's see if that's any better. Oh, no. Gosh, should have left it as it was, I think. I think I'll leave it like that. Okay, so apologies out of the way. So let's just go for it, shall we? So I think if I move this back to... That's my problem as well. This is not in a very good place. Yeah, really sorry. I just didn't... Problem as well. This is not in a very good place. Yeah, really sorry. I just didn't... Problem as well. This is not in a very good place. Yeah, really sorry. I just didn't... Okay, sorry about all that. I think we're all right now. So I'm going to be playing with this stamp set, which is called Christmas Barn. Okay, sorry about all that. I think we're all right now. I've got the sound. So I'm going to be playing with this stamp set, which is called Christmas Barn. Oh Lord, not my day at all, is it? Right, okay, let's start again, everyone. Oh, okay. I'm using Christmas Barn, which is a stamp set available in the new mini catalogue. This one really caught my eye. I do like anything that's got a building in it and a fence. All love trees, of course, and I love this little sleigh. The sleigh with the children in, horse drawn. I thought that was so cute. I like the little wreath. I suppose it's designed to go on there, and I thought it was a bit big for there. But it's quite small anyway. But anyway, we're gonna see what we can do. All right, so let's just see what happens. All right. Okay, so let's bring on what I've actually prepared. So I've got a piece of basic white cardstock, and I think it was cut to 3 inches by 4. But I just did it big enough to stamp the barn onto. So the barn I've mounted onto my acrylic block, and I'm going to use the soft suede. Hello Valerie, thanks for having to come in along. Right, let me just quickly go through the register and see who we've got. So welcome Jan, welcome Hilary, hello Anne, and who else have we got? Claire. Hi Claire, you haven't been very well either this morning, have you? I hope you're feeling better. I'm almost there, I think, but still a bit dithery, unfortunately. Valerie, lovely, and Claire Steele. I'm not sure, Claire, if I've seen you caught me live before, but lovely to see you. Thanks, Esther. Yeah, I don't mind where you sit. You can be early and at the front or late and at the back. I really don't mind. So I've just been saying I'm not brilliant today, so you know what happens today happens. All right, girls. So I'm going to ink up my lovely cabin with the soft suede, and I'm stamping it on here, and I'm going to put it just to one side. I'm not going to put it right in the middle because I want to put the fir tree here on the left somewhere. So let's just make sure we make contact with all of the paper. It's quite a larger stamp, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of time and put pressure just all over, not, you know, really pressing hard, and that gives me a nice crisp image. Yes, Esther, what happens today stays on this channel. Okay, so I'm using one of our new products, which is our Stampin' Up masking paper. My first go with this today. So it's sticky on one side, so I've stamped my barn onto it, then I'm peeling off the back, and then I'm going to put this on my arm and get some of the sticky off. Oh, Hillary's got thunder. Oh no. We've had several bursts of rain here, but it's not really, well, it's been heavy for just, you know, like a minute, and then it dies off again. So I've taken a lot of the sticky off that, and I'm going to pop it down onto my barn. Now, I've actually cut it slightly smaller than my barn, because when you stamp over this, there's a little sort of lip, and if you cut it right on the edge, you might miss some of the image you're going to stamp. And the image I'm stamping is the fir tree. So if I bring the case back in, you can see it here. It's a lovely fir tree. Okay, I've just clicked off myself, so I can't see your comments. Bear with me. Told you this just isn't my day, is it? Let's find myself again. Oh my goodness, find myself. Can you believe this? Okay, I can see you again. Hello Shirley, nice to have you with us. Oh, I think it's one of those days I wish I'd never got up. Okay, so with the shaded spruce, I'm just getting on with it now. Whatever I say could be a load of rubbish. What happens now could just be a waste of time. Oh dear, dear, dear. Okay, so on with the shaded spruce. So I'm going to stamp this just kind of like overlapping the side of that building. So hopefully what will happen is when I peel off my masking paper, we should get a tree that looks like it's just behind the corner of the barn. Let's see. Okay, so we can't get this off. Here we go. Yes, look, it's behind the barn. Good. Okay, so yeah, so I can keep that now, that mask. I'm putting it back onto the release paper, and I'm going to put it inside my little, I keep the dies inside in a little plastic bag, so I'm going to tuck that inside, so if I need the mask again, it's ready there. Wow, well that worked. I'm really chuffed. So that piece I'm going to mount onto some cherry cobbler cardstock, and I've made this 1/4 of an inch bigger, so that gives me an 1/8 of an inch border all the way round. Oh, hi Lisa, good to see you. Thanks for coming along. So let's get my trusty tweezers and my glue, Tombow multi-purpose glue in my applicator that I've cut the top down so that not too much comes out. And then I'm going to place it on there and try and give myself that nice 1/8 of an inch border. Now everybody knows how much I like red, and cherry cobbler is like a, you know, really a lovely, nice deep red. Really like that colour, or as some of us now call it, chobbler. Okay, so I've cut another piece of basic white, which is just big enough to stamp this on with a, you know, a bit of room around it. And I'm going to stamp this. Now I could do this in the red or the green, actually. I don't think it's really going to matter. I'm going to choose the green. since the cherry cobbler is going to be backing a lot of the word, a lot of these bits. So I've got plenty of cherry cobbler going on. So we pop that on the green. Try and get this central, so I'm going to bring it to the front with the hope that that will help. I might not have inked this up enough. It's looking a bit blotchy, and it's the first time I've used the stamp, and I really should have stamped it a few times. Right, let's see if I can get this spot on again. I bet I can't do it. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a bit of a shadow at the bottom. Top's okay, but I think I better do that again. The good thing is there's two sides to a piece of cardstock. So if you do it wrong the first time, just turn it over and use the back side, which doesn't look much better than the first one I did, but hey ho, do you know what? So I'm going to put the glue on the back of that, and as if by magic I have the cherry cobbler mat. Oh, I've gone and done that on the wrong side, haven't I? Okay, so moving on swiftly. Oh dear, are you having fun? Oh, okay, so let's see if I can make a mess of this as well. So the first thing, I haven't actually cut this out, and I've also lost the other stamp I thought I had ready. Okay, so somewhere is this little wreath, which is just, I wonder if it's under here. No. Okay, we're going to have to improvise now. So I'm glad you're having a laugh, Anne. Right, I'm improvising. I'm going to use another Christmas tree on here. But you all know what's going to happen, don't you? As soon as I clear away, I'm going to find what I needed. I was thinking it's a good job I did do a small bit of prep last night, but the thing is, because I did it last night and I haven't like really looked at it this morning, I didn't like check where it all was. Okay, so we're going to have a Christmas tree, which I think will be fine. It will, you know, it'll match in. Don't worry. Don't worry. What is it? Don't panic, Captain Mannering. Right, let's see if this is the right size. Yeah, I think that will do. So I'm going to, Lord knows what this will look like, but I'm going to try something off the top of my head now. Whew, gosh, I'm exhausted already. Oh dear. So I'm going to use this is two-step stamping, and I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz to do the background. Oh yeah, go on, thumbs up, because can't make matters worse, can it? Yeah, I've just lost you again. I've knocked my mouse, and I've just completely lost myself on the screen, so I can't see what you're saying. Okay, so that's the Pear Pizzazz, and then I'm going to use the overlay with the shaded spruce. And go over with the top. So I think that's a really good effect. Yeah, I like that. So I've got this. I'm not... Anybody know what that's meant to be? Because what I'm going to use it for is to stamp on top. So it might look like baubles. I'm going to go with the cherry cobbler for that. And so yeah. Oh yeah, I quite like that. In fact, I might see if I can squeeze a few more on. Yep. Okay. What do you think of it so far? I know, rubbish. Whew. Right, I found you again. Just check the comments. Yeah, breathe. Okay, I'm breathing. Right, so now I need to cut this, don't I? Let's just check on the size of that one. I think it was 1 7/8. Yeah. So I'll just cut this. Okay. I will probably find a piece of white card that I did cut for this purpose, you know, shortly. Oh dear, I tell you what, I don't know how this card's going to finish. It's going to be quite a miracle if it's good enough to put in the post. Perhaps I could send this to somebody as a prize for actually making it through to the end with me today. Oh dear, 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 dear. Right, okay, so I think that's all my stamping done. And I'm going to bring in my card base now. So I've got a red card base, the cherry cobbler again. And this is my A5 card base, which is 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. Jan says, phew, I was lost. And Anne's lovely, thank you, marvellous, darling. Shirley says, you're amongst friends, you're doing great, Ellie. Thank you so much. And Jan's assuring me it will be fine. I'll gladly accept any of your cards. Thank you, girls. Okay, right, I'm back on track then. Now, I've cut these pieces of card out. I've cut all these strips, which you might think, oh, Lord, what's that about? So I've cut them, I've staggered them, so it's 1/2 inch wide, 1 inch wide, 2 inches wide, so they double up each time. Then another 1 inch width, and finally the 1/2 inch width. So can you see where I'm going here? Each one of these has got 1/8 of an inch border around it when I place them evenly. So here we go. Oh wow, I'm going to try and place these evenly. Do you know, I've got to the stage now where I'm thinking, do you know, if anything here works, then it'll be a bonus. I'm just not worried anymore. Oh dear. So anyone else who does lives or even YouTubes, have you been in this position before? Anne says, I wish I could show you the card sent for my birthday. It was a work of art. Oh, Anne, thank you. Okay, so that's my first one on. Pretty straight, I think. And same at the top. So I did show some of you Anne's card beforehand. It was the column, the one with the columns. Some of you may have seen it. Actually, I've got another one here ready to go to my friend Carol. It's the same style of card but in a different colour, because obviously everyone favours different colours, so I don't mind showing you that now. So Anne's was in oh, what was it called? Highland Heather. So this is on its side, but I think you can see the effect if I bring it down a bit, like so. So this is Carol's. So she doesn't watch my channel, so she won't see this. So that's how it looks when it's stood up from the front, and then from the top it's all columns like so. Okay, so that's just to show you what Anne's talking about. So then we're going to put this strip on. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Claire. It wasn't my original idea. I actually did see it on YouTube by several other crafters, and the one I used as a guideline for measurements was the one by Jo Blackman. Her measurements I found very easy, so I used hers. Obviously mine was a completely different design, different papers, different theme, but I did get the measurements from Jo. Thank you, Jan. Same nails as last week. They're I've got an appointment for next Friday, so you should see new nails next Saturday. Well, it'd be the same nails, just, you know, different colour. Oh dear. Right, so let's pop that on there. So the way I'm doing this is lining up, trying to get 1/8 of an inch border between this one and the previous one here, and 1/8 of an inch at the sides. Now, getting glue on your card, you know, might seem the end of the world, but actually this glue is really good. If you just let it dry and give it a really good rub, it does come off, and it dries matte anyway, so shouldn't be able to see it. And then if I place that one in there, we've got that 1/8 of an inch there, a little bit out there, but you know what, by the time I put the toppers on, I don't think anyone's going to have time to really notice that. And you know, the way things have gone today, I'd be really surprised if anything really was perfect. Oh, hi Wendy, thanks for coming along. I didn't see you sneak on there. Wendy says, or you get SpongeBob out. Okay, maybe she means by SpongeBob, I think this might be what she means. There's these little rubbers that Stampin' Up used to do, but sadly they don't do them anymore. But I got mine from Amazon, and that will take dried glue off as well if it is a problem, but you can't see that anyway. Okay, so we got there. This is my card base. Weird, you might think, weird. I've never heard of it being referred to as SpongeBob. So that's going on there. That's going on there. and that's going on there. Oh, Heidi's here. Okay. Yeah, you did see it, didn't you, Heidi? I knew I'd showed it on the Zoom. I wasn't sure who had seen it. But yeah, I really enjoyed making those. So let's pop that one there. Heidi, you missed all the fun. If you watch this back at the beginning, you will see that I've really, you know, I'm just not with it today. And yeah, pretty much everything that could go wrong went wrong. So whatever happens now, well, you know, it's just a bonus really if anything goes right. Whew. Oh, you have been here. Okay, yeah. There we go. Trouble is with doing all this, I probably didn't look at the comments very often. So I would have missed you, sorry. Okay, so let's pop this one on. And then in with this one. There we go. So I'm just looking for something I might, wish I could find that wreath. I don't know where that's gone. I want to add something to it. I want to add something here. And need something somewhere else as well. Is it under your laptop, Ellie? Do you know me so well, don't you? Most things are under my laptop. I did just have a look under there, but I'll look again. No, it was a good guess. It was a good idea to look, but unfortunately, no, it's not there. So I could put a couple of those clear ones on. I could put a couple of those on. I think we'll have a couple of these because it is going to be a Christmas card. So, you know, we're allowed a bit of bling at Christmas, aren't we? Right, somebody told me to use these. Stuck to your stamp case. Oh no, I wish it was. Thanks for the tip. So let's pop that there. We'll put one of these at the top of the tree, look. And could have one of those at the top of that tree. What do you think about some of these little red baubles on my fir tree? What do you think of that? Would that be a good idea, do you think? Underneath the cards. Good idea, but no, Shirley. Jan says, I cannot do the scissor thing. Oh, did you mean picking up the thing with the scissors? Because I didn't do that before. I was trying to use my tweezers. Used to try and use my pickup tool, but I could pick it up, but I couldn't let it go again. But somebody suggested the scissor thing, and it just seems to have worked for me. Right, I'm going to go ahead and try some red dots on this tree. Heidi says, make a wreath out of red gems and a bow. I don't have any red gems, and I don't have any ribbon that's thin enough. Otherwise, that would have been a really good idea, Heidi. It is a good idea. I just don't have the supplies. So, oh, I like that. Yep, that's brightened that up a bit. Okay. Yeah, the only problem is I don't have any alcohol markers to colour the white gems. Again, good idea. Yeah, don't have any alcohol markers, unfortunately, Lisa. But I'm going to leave it there because at the moment that is looking okay. I am getting some new accessories from the new catalogue in my next order, so I could very well add something to this in that way at a later date. But I hope you know, I did come up with something acceptable in the end, girls. I'm sorry about that it was such a, you know, what's the word, so ramshackle at the beginning. So I hope everyone's been more successful with their creations today. I'll find the wreath, you're right. Yep, I hope I find the wreath. It can't be far. It's amongst the debris somewhere. But you know, when I came on to take my photograph and everything, I thought, oh good, everything's here and ready. But obviously when I had a few disasters, it just got lost. Oh, thank you for all your lovely comments. It's really kind of you. Hopefully I will be more organised next week. But the good news is that yeah, I actually do feel a lot better now. My my headache's almost gone, and I'm feeling a bit more me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you again next week. There will be a recorded video on Wednesday night. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye for now.